This is just AMZN on Thursday, August 5th, 2021. See, we kind of did the opposite of yesterday. So we started out below this line, 33.66.80, broke on up through it, and then kind of retested. We didn't quite touch it again, which we did yesterday from below. Today we were above and didn't come back and touch it. We actually bounced off the 21 for a while till the last kind of hour and a half of the day or so. We broke on down through it. But if we take a look at the 5-minute, come on, I was thinking about it. We look at just the 5-minute from yesterday and today, definitely looking opposite. High wave candle to open up, high wave candle to open up. We went with an inside day yesterday. We broke down a little bit today, but then we did make a run back to this line, almost touched it here, did touch it here. Another inside candle, this time bearish, this time bullish, breaking on through. A little bit later, broke on through. So, and then like I said, here, you know what, we actually almost touched here, and then twice later in the day, we got right back into the line, and we didn't do that. So, but really kind of opposite days, but I felt like the options were moving a little bit better today. Not exactly sure why, other than we're just that much closer to expiration, and we were able to get a little closer with both strikes. So looking at the 3,400 call still, and we were at one point 10, did we get, no, 11 points away from that, from being in the money. And then I moved the put up to the 33.50 put. So this had a lot of value early on, and then lost a bunch later on in the day as we just went sideways and didn't actually roll down. At one point I was looking for this to roll over. We were bouncing a little bit, but it didn't look like it had the strength to continue to push up. We did get the double top sort of shape here, looking like this was like a retest. And it's like, okay, we should be running into some sort of resistance. Even, you know, this is a really nice evening star reversal shape here, and making a lower high on the day. I thought this would just roll back down to this line. Didn't do that. We had the similar double bottom here on the RSI and didn't quite get back into that retest below the line, but close enough that I was actually buying in at 5 and a stop down at 4. Did not get stopped out. It only ran up to 7. I had my target up at 9, thinking it would push back down to this line, which it did not. And once we really took out with this candle, once we started to break down here, I thought, okay, we're going straight there, you know, and we were breaking below all of these lows through here. I thought we would at least push the call back down to like $4 pretty quickly here. And I thought that would coincide with the Amazon 5-minute moving down right back into the line, just like we had done twice yesterday. Didn't do that. It reversed here. I had tightened up my stop, or trailed my stop, and got some really bad slippage and did not get out for very much. Still positive, but not anywhere near what I was looking for, especially being up 2R at one point. So, like I said, still positive, but not a great, it just didn't move how I expected it to move, how I thought it would move. But I was glad I moved my stop up, and I got stopped out, I think on this candle. I'm not sure why I didn't get stopped out here, but I got stopped out, I think, on this candle, or no, I think it was on this candle, because this poked back up a little bit more, and then it rolled back down some. So, but the call actually, I'm sorry, the put actually came down further from where my stop was. So I was actually okay with getting trailed out with where I was at. It's hard to see all the prices. Let me zoom in on this. So I got in at 5 on this candle. So I bought in at 5 here, came down a little bit more, ran up to 7, and I should have just exited at 7 because that's where the previous resistance was earlier in the day. I just thought, we're going to get to this line. This, you know, we've been dancing on this line for a few days here. Thought for sure we would get back into it, and we didn't. But I'd moved my stop up to 550 and got trailed out, and I was the low of this candle. I got stopped out or trailed out at 525. So I had I thought I'd be getting out for half an hour gain, ended up with a quarter of an hour gain. And yeah, I was that slippage there, which sucked. So, but hey, there's my sale right there. I got the low. It's there, the low on a sell. So anyway, that was my trade today, and see if we get some more movements one way or another tomorrow. This is a lot of a consolidation. Let me zoom in on the daily. We didn't quite touch the 5. I thought we were going to touch the 5. The 5 was actually chasing us back down when this kind of pushed back down a little bit during the day. Let's see. So when we were, what was it? I guess earlier in the day, the 5 was lower, and then it went up a little bit as this went up, because the close price on a day isn't, what this is using, what the 5 exponential is using for calculated is the closing price. But the closing price is whatever the instantaneous price is throughout the day until you actually get past the close. So at one point, this was, the 5 was way down lower, being pulled down, even, when the current price was way down at the low of the day. And then the 5 moved back up as we moved back up throughout the day. So all that to say, we didn't get there. And I thought for sure we would touch that today. We did slightly make a higher high by 12 cents, and we made a lower low. So I guess that makes this a bullish engulfing candle, which doesn't really seem like it, but it's kind of interesting because we had that here, and now we've got another one here. The size of these bodies, like the open to close range on these candles, it's got to be almost the same thing each day. Not the overall range, just the open to close range. What is this? So I guess I should have done the math on this, but I'm just trying to look at the open and the close right now. That one's about 20. Open and close here. That one's about 22. Open and close here. That's 26. Open and close here. 25. Open and close here. Just under 20. So anywhere from 20s. I guess we're in the 20s on the range, the open to close range. So are we due for a bigger candle? Sure, right? Why not? I was originally thinking we were going to have a nice bounce out of here, kind of like this, where we'd kind of get some rallying candles. We're definitely not seeing that. So do we go sideways a little bit more? I mean, all we've been doing is going sideways. It's only a couple days of it. We've gone sideways for plenty longer, like something like this. We could go sideways for another 5 days. There's no problem with that. We're just sitting in this no man's land. And Amazon and everyone trading it has not made up their mind which way it's going to be pushed, up or down or just more sideways. So I guess that means stay tuned. Hope this helps. This is Just Amazon. Thanks.